Hello and welcome to Model Kit Stuff, and today I'm looking at this Mr. Tool Cleaner. Not Mr. Tool Cleaner 400, that's the size of the bottle, Mr. Cool. Hello and welcome to Model Kit Stuff. Yes, I'm looking at Mr. Tool Cleaner today. Now, I recently got this because I decided I had some stuff that I needed to clean up. So my paint mixer primarily was one of the things that I wanted to look at. This end gets really dirty and it's difficult to clean up, so I wanted to look at that. And then I thought, well, I've got one or two other things that are not as clean as they could be, and maybe some tool cleaner would help with that. So there's all sorts of stuff that collects dirt and dust and paint and stuff in this hobby over time. So I wanted to have a look at it. So it's this 400 isn't the name. It's a bit confusing because of the way they do it, but it's the size of the bottle. 400 millilitres. It doesn't actually say on the label anywhere else. I thought it might do, but I can't see that it does, but it is the size. So Mr. Tool Cleaner comes in a big bottle. I've assigned a pipette to it so I can get to it, but it whiffs. It really pongs, as does a lot of Mr. Hobby stuff. But I thought I'd set it a little challenge, and the challenge is this. This is my X-Acto pin vise, which I got in 1985, and to my shame, I have never cleaned it. In 39 years, it's just never been cleaned. So I thought it was well overdue for a good cleanup. So I've soaked this in Mr. Tool Cleaner overnight in a little plastic container to see if we can loosen it up, and I'm going to try and clean it up. So I'm going to do that bit off camera, and then I can talk about what I think about the product, its pros and its cons. Well, there you go. You can see how the cleaned end compares to the dirty end. So that's been soaked, and there was lots of particles in the liquid after it had been soaked overnight. But you can see that I've been able to get right in there and clean all of that out. I went in with a wire brush after soaking it to loosen it all up, and then I've given everything a good wash in soapy water afterwards and a good dry, and that is as good as new. I mean, I can feel the grip on it, which I haven't been able to do for a long time, to be honest. And it looks a bit shiny as well. But there is something else, and it's this here, this little line here. I've not seen that for ages, and the reason is I've not been able to fully close it for a long time. I can't get this one to close any further than that. You can see the gap. That's muck that's built up inside in the thread, which prevents me from opening and closing it, whereas this is nice and clean in there now. And there was muck build up, dust build up, all sorts of stuff, and it is really as intended. I might put a little bit of lubricant in there, so a little bit of airbrush lubricant on the thread, and we'll have a nice locking thread, although I do need it to grip, so maybe I won't, but I can tighten that up all the way now, which means I've got my full use of it back, because I've not been able to grip anything too small in the chuck because I've not been able to get to the bottom of it. So yeah, so I'm going to clean up the other half of this now, and get all the muck out of the thread and get that nicely cleaned up. And I've then restored my 49-year-old pin vise, which, to be honest, is still my best pin vise that I actually have. So yeah, really nice. So the product itself, what I do for cleaning is I'm decanting it into a metal pallet, it is corrosive to some material. So you could clean, for example, your airbrush nozzles, but strip out your seals first before you do it. It's great for cleaning, like I've said before, a paint mixer. I've not actually cleaned this one. My previous one I had, and then it died on me. So this is a replacement one that someone has kindly let me have. So this can be cleaned up as well. But anything where you've got a tough job. So we take this for example, and it's got lots of spray paint and stuff like that all over it. Just a little dab of the tool cleaner on a cotton bud, and you can see immediately how well that works. You know, you can get it cuts right through all this muck and grime, and I mean most of it is sprayed paint. Although, you know, don't use it as paint stripper because I've no idea how that's going to attack your plastic. I'm sure it won't be good. But look at that. I mean, that's just fabulous, isn't it? And then there you go. You can see the difference that's made already, and that's with just a quick swipe and not doing the job properly at all. And then give it a good rinse, and it's done. So the product I love. The ability to clean things I absolutely love. I think it's probably an important product to have on your bench, but it stinks. So if you can't use lacquer paints because you've got people in the house, you're going to struggle with this. It's very, very whiffy. That being said, if you've got somewhere where you can go separately to clean your tools, in the shed, in the garage, you know, on the table outside in the backyard, and you can use it in a well-ventilated area, then it's definitely worth considering. Now, I don't know if there's other cleaning products specifically for modelling tools out there. This is the only one I've ever really come across, to be honest. And so far, the things I've wanted to clean up, I'm really happy with. So, yeah, there you go. That's Mr. Tool Cleaner. You can get it fairly easily from online modelling shops. Anyone that sells paints or Mr. Hobby products will have it. So there you go. If you've been thinking, well, how do I clean this? You spend hours scraping paint off. That might be an option for you. Hope that was useful. Thanks for looking in. You enjoy your modelling, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.